What's up, y'all? This is Essence China of Rare Essence Academy, and today I want to talk to you about how to avoid stylist burnout. All right, so I know so many stylists, they are so tired of the monotony of getting up, going to the salon. And don't get me wrong, they love doing hair and they still have the passion, but they just feel drained. They feel burnt out. It's just like, I don't even know what's gonna bring me back, right? And a lot of times, you know, stylists have a whole bunch of other circumstances outside of the salon, outside of doing hair. I mean, they may have spouses and children and family members, and sometimes family members are sick. And so they have a whole bunch of other things that they're juggling, as well as being a hairstylist and or a salon owner. And so I really want to talk about that, because what we can find ourselves doing is like literally losing ourselves, right? So how do we avoid it? So the points I'm going to give you are really going to talk to you about having balance as a stylist. And so there are some things from a daily perspective, a monthly perspective, even an annual perspective that you need to build into your life. You know what I mean? Like, it literally needs to be routine to keep you from burning out. And the first thing that I'm going to suggest is to make sure that you have daily breaks, right? Now, for some stylists, they feel guilty. They feel like, oh my gosh, my client's here and I need to like get straight to them. And I would agree, yes. If you have your clients scheduled at certain times, you want to make sure that you are prepared when your clients get there. But what you also need to do is make sure that you're scheduling breaks within your day, so you don't have that rush and that sense of obligation that once somebody's there, like you need to be on them. But if you already have like allotted some level of a break in between clients, you can have the breaks that you need. And so, y'all, I just gotta be honest with you. I was a hustler. Like, from the time I started doing hair up until the time I stopped doing hair, it took a while for me to really schedule in breaks and to give myself the time that was necessary in order for me to recoup, for me to recharge, for me to rejuvenate. And that was just because I love what I did and I just was trying to serve as many clients as possible. But if you find yourself trying to take care of people before you take care of yourself, you're gonna be burnt out. And we ain't got time for that. We ain't got time to be trying to resuscitate you off the ground. Like, I used to even tell my clients, like, I'm a nurse first. Like, I got my license as a nurse, but don't be passing out in my salon, because I don't even remember how to do CPR, right? But see, in the same way, your clients are gonna be like, girl, you better get up off that ground. And so I'm saying that to say you have to start taking breaks, schedule those things on a daily basis so you can, whatever it is, just recharge, get your mind right. The second thing that you need to do is to make sure that you have proper nutrition, right? Now, we don't even think about those things. Like, when we fuel ourselves properly, like, we have so much more energy for our clients, energy from the day. You got to think about it. Like, we're being drained just from being up on our feet all day, to having so many conversations and exchanging energy from people. And so if we're not properly like eating and nourishing our bodies, we're gonna get burnt out real quick. So we have to be making sure that we're nourishing ourselves, and making sure that we even have some snacks. Like, in my salon, we're not, no food on the floor, but keep some snacks in the break room. Keep some snacks to where you can just go get away and just replenish yourself, so you can give more. You know what I'm saying? You can't give from an empty vessel. A side note to proper nutrition is be properly hydrated. Okay, you better go ahead and get your little sip. Nah, but for real, y'all need to be drinking agua. Like, make sure you're getting that water in. That water, we don't even realize how we be dehydrated, just thirsty, just parched, right? And me living in Arizona, we live in a desert, you know what I'm saying? So you can't afford to not have water, but like, water brings so much life to you. You can live days without eating food, you know what I'm saying? But one thing you cannot live without is water. And so water is very vital and essential to your overall being and your overall health. And so you want to make sure that you're getting the proper amounts of water. I know several stylists at the salon, they bring those big old gallons of water, which will have like the time markers on there, to where they can actually just make sure that they're consuming as much water as that their body needs for the day. So make sure that you're drinking your water. All right, y'all. So number 3 is you gotta take care of your body, y'all. Come on now. So we're hairstylists. We on our feet all day. We are doing all types of movements and, repetitive movements and things of that nature. And for me, the one thing that I made sure that I did in terms of taking care of my body was getting massages. Some people may see that as a luxury. I personally seen it as a necessity. From maybe about 15 years ago, I have built that into my life on a monthly basis because I understand that I have to take care of me and I gotta loosen up whatever's been tense in my body in terms of like my muscles and all that. Like I said, if you continue to use the same muscles and you're doing the same movements over and over again, you're gonna have tension in areas that maybe the average person might not have. And so the massages are gonna be amazing for you. And I'm talking about full body massages, but also too just doing hand and wrist massages, because what that's gonna do is, one, is gonna prevent you from getting carpal tunnel, which is a couple of different reasons why you can prevent that. But one of the things is the massage. So you can loosen up those areas so you can feel refreshed to come back to work. So I would build that in from a monthly standpoint just to make sure that your body is like rejuvenated. All right, y'all. So number 4 is having a work-life balance. A work-life balance. What does that look like? I know some stylists, they literally like salon is life, hair is life, and that's all they got in their life, right? You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, in my years of doing hair, maybe in my early 20s, when I first opened the salon, like I didn't really have no life outside the salon. And I enjoyed my life so much more in the salon because I had my clients, we used to have fun, whatever, and I was building my business. But then at some point I realized like I gotta enjoy my life, right? And I think that there are so many stylists, they feel obligated to serve their clients so much so that they extend their work hours earlier before they actually are scheduled to come into the salon, or they extend them past the time that they really should be leaving the salon because clients may be putting some level of just like, I need to get my hair done, and then you just feel that pressure. But you have to stop that. Like, only you is really like controlling that. You know what I'm saying? I know you may be concerned if you may lose clients or whatever the case is, but you should not allow yourself to be pressured to the degree that you are altering your life. You feel what I'm saying? In order to accommodate somebody else. And so you have to make sure you have a great work-life balance. What are the things that you enjoy outside of the salon? Like for me, I have to take vacations. Like I just gotta be on the beach. I love sanding my toes. I just love being by water. I love being in nature. And so I build those self-care days in for myself in order to give me the level of balance I need in my own life so I can get free. And the good thing about, doing these self-care days is that so much more creativity can come to you and so many more ideas as it pertains to your business or maybe even hairstyles that will come to you when you're scheduling in these breaks and these rests, right? And so you have to make sure that you have a good work-life balance to avoid stylist burnout. The 5th way to avoid stylist burnout, and this is the reason I'm kind of like a little hesitant on this, but it ain't really hesitancy. It's getting a therapist, right? Now, the reason why I say that is because so many of us don't even realize that we are therapists to our clients. We become to some degree the dumping grounds for them and helping them process. But my question to you is like, how are you processing, right? And so you can have a spiritual routine, which I certainly have, but if you haven't worked through certain things in your life that maybe you don't have anybody to work through those things with, you may want to get a therapist. Why? Because that literally is going to help you to start to learn yourself and to learn the things that you have not even been able to express. Like maybe they have been repressed and they're keeping you from living the fullest of your life that you need to live. And so if you want to avoid stylist burnout and you really want to care for yourself, you have to start to address the things that you have not been able to address in the past. I think in many families, you may come up in a place where it's like, what goes on in this house stays in this house. And this is like, okay. But at the same time, like if it's not serving you as a human being, you have to figure out what those things are. And the best way to do it is to get you a therapist. I think your friends are great, but the last thing you ever want to do is make your clients your therapist. They are not. right? They come there for peace. They come there for a service. And so you never want to dump or to divulge so much on your clients to where it feels weighted down. But you need to go find a place that that you can do that. So if it's not friends, which your friend shouldn't be your therapist either, but obviously it can help you talk through things, then maybe you want to go look for a therapist. So I would highly recommend that, as well as having a routine for your spirit, right? But and that could be getting still, that could be prayer, that could be so many different things. So you have to figure out what is it that you need to replenish yourself as a stylist. So thank you for watching this video. I gave you about 5 to 6 points on how to avoid stylist burnout. Remember, your business can only grow to the extent that you do as a person. So as you work on your own personal growth, you're gonna see so much more growth on the outside of your life. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you then. All right, peace.